Hello community, I hope you are doing good. In this discussion we will see what is difference between Jinja template versus the qweb template while create an email template in Odoo. And in case you missed previous discussion about how to send mail from the backend side, please check, link is given in the description. And if you want to learn more about Odoo, you can visit the WebLearns channel. Under the playlist you can see Odoo development, and here you can see different topic wise playlist available with the real test cases. And if you need any support related Odoo, you can visit the about page and send your query to this email address. Source code also available in the GitHub. Make sure to follow that repository. We also have a different social media pages. Make sure also subscribe those pages to get the latest notification. And if you want to support this channel using many ways, buy me coffee, PayPal, or using this join button. So let's back to our main topic, like how the Jinja template was the qweb template, right? So here let's say, if you remember, we covered the same topic in version 14, right, and the version 15, like how you can create email templates using Odoo version 14 wise Odoo version 15 and 16. So here there is a one difference is the template engine. So template engine means dynamic data you can render in the email template. So here the main difference, especially for Odoo version 14 wise Odoo version 15, is the rendering the dynamic data, right? So in older version, especially for the version 14 to the lower version, Odoo supports jinja2 template engine, right? And for the latest version, for the latest version means Odoo version 15 or Odoo version 16, right? So those are the latest version here, what I mean. And so here the Odoo is using qweb template engine instead of jinja2 template, so it's deprecated in the latest version. All right, so here you have to understand few things, the basic things only. All right, so let's compare here which is the good one here. As of my point of view, qweb template is very easy to understand, as well as it is very easy to implement, generate email templates, right? So why I'm saying is I know like few points here. Let me compare these two files. All right, so you can see here this is the latest version, Odoo version 15 and 16, and this is the lower version, which is Odoo 14, and you can also treat as a lower versions, 13, 12 or 10, like that. Left hand side it is created under qweb template, and this is created under jinja2 template. So you can see here, while you want to add dynamic data in the field level means here, right? So here there is also one changes, which is this one, dollar and curly braces we have to use, right, in jinja2 template. And here we have to remove that one, and we just need to use double curly braces and the object and the, let's say, the field name. In terms of access the record set, there is no any changes, but the syntax level it's a change. Data level changes means the object. In older version we are using also object as a record set. In the latest version also we are using the object, but the syntax is changed. Syntax means which one? In jinja2 template we are using this dollar and curly braces, and here we are using simple double curly braces. That's it. This is the main point. And another point is here in the body underscore HTML. So main headache part in jinja2 template is you have to compulsory provide this one if you want to add some indentation here, right? You can see here this one. But in qweb template we don't need to maintain such code, something like this. We directly start from any of the line, and it won't be rise any error during upgrade or during send this email. So this is the main good point in the qweb side. And yeah, there is a one more point is you can also use without this tag, that is fine, but first line should be from this beginning from here, right? And based on the, like, let's say your editor level configuration, the spaces, the indentation spaces and all, so sometimes Odoo allows and sometimes it's not allowed, right? So I already faced that issue. You can see in version 14 sessions, some sessions also, when I didn't use this one, then what happened I already explained, right? So yeah, so this is the jinja2 template. We have to mention this one to use like this format only with this pass, otherwise we can't use. So Odoo automatically throws the parsing error. All right, after that you can see here the syntax completely changed in the version 15. So in a version 15 you can say, while you want to create reports or websites or POS related any functionality, right? So syntax is the same in to generate a views, right? So that is the good thing in the version 15, but in the version 14 and the lower version, we compulsory need to implement Ninja2 template, especially to create the email template. All right, so you can see here, while we need to set any custom variables, right? So we have to use this one, %sign set and the variable name, and here you can just use like this, like t tags, t-desk set. All right, after that, like, let's say you want to print any data, so compulsory you have to use here dollar and the curly braces. Under this one you can add the access, you can access actually the record set, but here in this case in the qweb side you are free to use any of the tag, I mean t-desk out or let's say t-desk field, like this, to print the dynamic data in the email template. All right, so this is also another difference. Another thing is if else condition. You can see, let's say in the jinja2 template, if we have to implement if condition only, not the else part, we compulsory need to end also this code, the percentage space and end if. But here in this case we don't need to maintain end code because we are using this tag only. So this is the main difference here. Then after else if, the syntax is slightly same, but here we are using t tag and here we are using the %sign. All right, then after the for loop, you can see the for loop we are using here similar to the Python code, but the difference is we have to also provide the end point, like here my for loop is finished. So here in the qweb side also the for loop is not same like the jinja2 templates, we have to use here the for each loop. All right, and another thing is to print a dynamic images, right? So you can see here, yeah, so this image field, you can also add image field like this also, but instead of this src only we have to use t-att or attf tag. Okay, but here we can also implement the same thing here, but we used here a different way. So first one is we are converting into the image, we are converting into base64, so it's independent now, and as an end user can see that image, right? So what is the drawback for this image, this line of code is, like, this image should be public in the Odoo side, otherwise it won't be let's say print this image. Okay, so here this is the main difference related jinja2 template versus the qweb template. If I missed any point here, right, so you can also comment below, so our community also have a idea like what are other differences here. So yeah, so that's the main major changes I can see here, jinja2 template wise, qweb template engine. And yes, one more thing is let's say in jinja2 template, let's say here line number this 22 having some mistake, right, programmatically, so it won't be print the whole body part. But in qweb side there is a one issue here in the line number 22, still it's display the content. So this is also a good thing here. I already provide you one demo, like while we are doing some mistake, what happened during the jinja2 template and in the qweb template. All right, so yeah, so those are the main differences here I can see, right? And if I missed any differences, you can just comment below, and see you in next session.